Happy Wednesday, Stampin' friends! Today we are going to make this fun card with these cute mittens. Doing lots of fun stamping using our Celebrate with Tags stamp set and this mitten here and the Be Jolly stamps. So I love these mittens because you can create this fun mitten wreath. Super simple, but wowy. And totally festive. So we're going to create this card, but we're going to change up the colors. We're going to use some of our in colors today. So we will be using our Sweet Sorbet, our Parakeet Party, and our Tahitian Tide. So we're going to change this up and kind of brighten it up for the season. And as always, the measurements and all the step-by-step directions for today's card will be listed on tomorrow's email. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed to my weekly Buzz Bulletin. I send a free PDF step-by-step tutorial of each week's card out for free, just for being part of my list as a thank you, because I so appreciate each and every one of you. So thanks so much if you're part of that. And thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing with your friends because you help us grow this channel. Okay, so we're going to bring in a piece of basic white, and we are going to do some stamping. So I already have our mitten on its block, and we're going to start with some Parakeet Party. I love these in colors. So these are our in colors. Our in colors are kind of like limited edition trendy colors. So I love, love, love these. So we're just going to go ahead and stamp a bunch in each of these colors. I like to do this so that I can die cut them out. And then in the stamp case, I will just keep lots of die cut and stamped pieces already in here, so that next time I want to make a card, I might already have those pieces ready. So I usually will do like a whole page of images just so they're kind of ready to go. So I guess we'll do 2 rows of each color here. I think that will fit. So we'll have lots of fun mittens. We need 2 of each color for this card to make our mitten wreath. And while we have our Parakeet Party out, nope, we're going to do that in Tahitian Tide. Okay. So I'll bring in my stamp chamois because we're going to clean our mitten in between each color. Who's ever done that, right? Stuck a oops inked up stamp into a new color accidentally, right? Okay, so now we'll bring in some Tahitian Tide. And we'll go ahead and ink that up and stamp some of our Tahitian Tide mittens down. Kind of fun to do a lot of stamping, right? If you get any smudges, that's okay because we're going to cut each of these out. And while we have our Tahitian Tide out, we're going to actually stamp our Be Jolly. So we'll do a few of those. If you get any smudges on these, it's okay. So we'll be die cutting all of these pieces out. I have freshly juiced up, inked up stamp pads here, so sometimes that happens, right? Go ahead and clean off our Tahitian Tide. I love our stamp chamois because all you do is run that through water and you can just keep on cleaning your stamps. Now we have our Sweet Sorbet. So we'll just stamp those. Okay, so now we have a whole sheet of mittens here. What a pretty sheet, right? Almost could be designer series paper or something. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out one of these banners. So I just fussy cut this. So I will take that off of our sheet here. And so I just follow the lines on these and just fussy cut this banner just right kind of along. Right kind of along the lines of it. And you can even just kind of square it off on the one end if you wanted. So we'll go ahead and leave that like that and toss our scraps here. And through the magic of YouTube, I have already die cut our mittens, so you didn't have to watch me do all of that. So now we're going to put together our card. That was as simple as it was. Stamps, ink, and paper sometimes make the most fun cards, right? So we have our mittens. We're going to need 2 of each color. So you can use the in colors that we're using today, or if you want to do a more traditional Christmas color, this is Real Red, Mossy Meadow, and Night of Navy. So now we're just going to start. So we'll start with our Sweet Sorbet here, and I'm just going to put 1 Stampin' Dimensional in the middle of each of my mittens to create this, because we want to kind of overlap them. So we don't want dimensionals all over too much, because then they won't be able to we won't be able to slide them underneath each other. So I put that dimensional under. We're just going to kind of slide that under our mitten there. And we'll just keep alternating those. Around into a circle. Whoa. And we'll just keep alternating the colors. And just tucking it under. Tucking it under. And then with our last one, tucking it under. And you can go over or under on that last one, whichever way you think looks the best. I think we'll kind of go like that. So we just creating that fun circle there with our mittens. And then with our Be Jolly, the same thing. We'll just put some dimensionals kind of in the middle on this one, because the ends are going to go over our mittens. So we're just going to stick this right in the center here of our mitten wreath. So cute, right? And then of course we want to finish it with bling. So on our first card here, I used our iridescent white pearls, and I just put them in between each snowflake on our mittens, and then a couple on the outskirts. If you'll notice, there is red in the middle of this one, and so I did adhere my mittens onto a deckled red circle on this one. This one I decided to do it just onto our basic white here. And actually I'm gonna go ahead and move these just up a tad so that we get a little bit more of a circle. There we go. That looks a bit better. Okay, so on this one, we're gonna use our in color pearls because they match these so perfectly. And so I'm just gonna take our Tahitian Tide. Since it goes with our sentiment here, we're just gonna put our Tahitian Tide pearls in our little snowflake centers of our mittens. And And one more right there. Okay, and then we can finish with maybe a few colors. One of each of the colors maybe onto the outsides. So there we have it, a super simple stamping card using stamps, ink, and paper, and a little bit of embellishments just to kind of give it a little and then some, right? So tell me in the comments, do you love the bright, fun, in-color mitten wreath, or do you love the more traditional kind of neutral colors with the mossy meadow, the night of navy, and the real red? Which is your favorite mitten wreath? I'd love to know. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing, liking, sharing with your friends. I so appreciate each of you, and I can't wait to show you our next card. Bye-bye.